I work at a gas station on the outskirts of a small town in Oregon. The name of the town you probably won't recognize, so I won't even bother saying. This happened almost 2 months ago. Business was slow, and I was standing at the counter, my phone in my hand as I texted away to my friends. The bell above the front door rung, indicating someone had come in. I looked up instinctively to see a little girl in a red raincoat standing at the door. Water droplets from the rain covered her, and she walked inside. She looked around as if she had never been in a gas station before and proceeded down one of the aisles. My phone dinged, and I picked it up, chuckling at the message I had just been sent. When I looked up, I flinched. The girl stood right in front of me, a bag of candy on the counter. "That'll be $3.90, I said, smiling down at her. She handed me a note and a few coins, and I slid her candy over to her. "What is that?" she spoke, pointing to the tattoo on my arm. "It's my name in Japanese," I told her, showed her my wrist, and she blinked, looking for my ink and then back at me. "Danielle," she said. I froze. How did she know my name? This gas station didn't make name tags mandatory, so how could she have known? Maybe she knew the language. And then it hit me. Why was she here so late? I flashed my eyes over to the clock beside me. It was 2 a.m. She only looked about 10 or so. Was she on a road trip, and her parents let her get candy for the drive? But why so goddamn early? "Do you know Japanese?" I asked, shaking the thought from my head. She shook her head. "Your name is Danielle. Your mama named you Danielle after her mama. She died of cancer. And to always remember her, she named you after her." My mouth fell open, and I blinked. The only thing I could say was, "What?" "Your mama's name was Danielle. So your name is Danielle." She smiled in an oddly proud way. I exhaled. "You're nice, Danielle. You're a nice girl. Mama always says to let the nice ones be." "What are you talking about?" "Mama hates the bad ones. They say that they are nothing. They are but a speck in the vast void. Mama takes the bad ones. She takes their eyes and keeps them in jars. She says the bad ones don't matter, and that the bad ones are half of this planet. She says that she's going to take all of them, but she doesn't have enough jars." I paused, my hands falling to my sides. What on earth was going on? I didn't know what to say. It was almost 3 a.m. and I was talking to a 10-year-old who knew my name and why I had it about taking people's eyes. Maybe it was the lack of sleep or the one too many monsters I had drunk just to stay awake. But this felt all too real and all too creepy. "Can I ask you a question?" the little girl asked. I nodded. "Tom. You are with a man named Tom." I nodded, not even shocked that she knew the name of my boyfriend. "Why are you with Tom?" she asked. "He is one of the bad ones." "You are nice, Danielle. You are good. Why are you with him?" I wasn't about to explain the details of my relationship to a creepy little girl at 2 a.m. in the morning. So instead I breathed. "Why?" The girl cocked her head to the side. "Mama said to never answer questions of why. She says that there's no such thing as answers. You can make up words and satisfy curiosity, but answers are best left buried. Tom is a bad man, Danielle. And you are in a lot of pain. You know that already. But you won't leave him." Again, I found myself unable to speak. Who are you?" I stood back. How could she know these things about me? It was like she was reading my fucking mind. I shook my head, breathing deeply. "Who are you?" I demanded. The raised volume of my voice didn't seem to faze the girl, and she just blinked. "I want to tell you something. I want you to know. Mama can't know, though. She'd hurt me. She'd hurt you. But I need to tell you, because the ones who carry the most pain can handle it." I looked at her. "What?" "The stars. The sky. The planets. This big rock. The sea. The animals. Your species. Are not real. You are not living. You are trapped cells in a sea of chaos. She watches you hate and kill and grow and learn. She kills the bad ones. She kills the ones who become aware of this all. She lets the good ones live. But your existence means nothing. This isn't real. You are not breathing, or thinking, or seeing. I am not here. You are not here. You are someplace else. Trapped and afraid. Her words took a long time to sink in. Even now I can't understand what on earth she was talking about. But I felt so alone and isolated. Like her presence wasn't there. Like I was being talked to by a wall. It was dark around me, but the lights were still on. But all sound was dormant. And I had never felt so alone like I did that night. And then I realized. The girl's eyes were ghostly white. I hadn't properly taken in what her eyes looked like. She looked blind. A car pulled up from outside the gas station, a black sedan shielded by darkness. The girl smiled once again, grabbing her candy and walking out the door before getting into the car. It drove off down the street at an abnormally fast speed. I can't stop thinking about the last thing she had said. It made no sense. But to part of me it did. Whoever or whatever she was, she wasn't human.